Can we rent out a house in probate? Hey guys, it's Brad from ProbateResource.com. At Probate Resource, we're a real estate solutions company specializing in the world of probate and inheritance properties. We buy houses for cash, or we've got a fantastic network of real estate agents all across the country that we work with that are probate and inheritance specialists. So today I want to talk about renting out a house while it's in probate. So as many of you might have experienced, sometimes the probate process can take a very long time. And sometimes families might choose to rent the house out during that process. Sometimes it might be to a family member, sometimes it might be to a tenant, or sometimes that property might already be rented to begin with. So how do you navigate that? Okay, well, first of all, you need to check with an attorney, because if the estate is receiving rent, that money needs to be paid to the estate and not to you personally as the heir or you personally as the executor or the administrator. That money needs to be paid towards the estate. So make sure from an accounting perspective that you are keeping these things separate. And again, please speak with an attorney before you go down this route. An attorney is going to know your situation and your local rules about how you should treat that. Because as we know, sometimes probate can take a long time. We actually have a deal right now that we're working on, and it's been in probate for over a year. We're finally at the finish line, about to close it here in the next couple weeks. It can take a while. So that house has been sitting vacant for over a year now since the decedent died. So if you are thinking about renting this house out, make sure that you're keeping the accounting clean. Also, make sure that you are letting the tenants know the situation, because if you are ultimately planning on selling that property, the last thing you want to do is to lead a tenant on and believe that they're going to be in this property long term, when in the reality is in 6 months when you're done with probate, you might consider selling this property, and now this tenant has to find somewhere to live. So if this tenant is not related to you, it would be in your best interest to let them know what's going on with the situation. We've bought houses where the tenant had no idea that the property was getting sold. And sometimes you got to put yourself in that tenant's shoes and imagine, what if someone did that to you and you were renting a house out, and all of a sudden, you know, the owner of the house or the estate says, hey, by the way, we're selling the property, you need to move out. And you're like, well, where am I going to go? Especially in the market we're in today in 2023, where trying to find a rental property is actually very difficult. Supply is very, very low. It's hard to find a rental. Where are you going to go, and are you going to be able to find something in that amount of time? And in many cases, you're dealing with the financial aspect of a tenant who now all of a sudden has to come up with money to put down a security deposit, whatever, on their new place to go. Give you a little tip here. One thing that we do when we're dealing with a tenant that might be a little hesitant to move is, a lot of times the financial reason is the why they're hesitant, because they don't have the money to provide first and last month's rent at their new place. They are kind of freaking out over how they're going to pay for this, because, hey, they won't get the security deposit back from you until after they move out. They're already paying you rent. How are they going to pay for this other place? So one thing we do is we'll actually offer to pay the security deposit to their new place. If they're moving to an apartment complex or a new landlord, we will actually sort of front the money to the new place to allow them to sort of realize that they don't have to worry about that. And it actually makes the process go a lot smoother. So if you're thinking about renting a house out that you've inherited during the probate process, there's a few things you need to think about. And like I said, I would highly advise you to speak to an attorney about that. I hope this video helped you out a little bit. Again, I'm Brad from ProbateResource.com. We would love to make you an offer on your property. If you want to buy it, we'll buy it for cash. We make it simple and easy and fast. Or if you feel like you want to go the traditional route and you want to maximize every dollar out of it, we have a fantastic network of real estate agents that we work with all over the country that are probate and inheritance specialists. We handpick these agents, so we'd be happy to refer you to one of those agents if you'd like to go that route. So thanks again for checking out this video. I'm Brad with ProbateResource.com. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.